Hello and welcome back. I have some probably disappointing news. Here we are at Ragefire Chasm because, as I of course was saying a long time, we'd be running RFC the next episode. Disappointingly, that won't be happening because I spent several hours over the course of 2 days trying to find a group to do it, and it's impossible to find a group. There seems to always constantly be level 60s offering free carries through, so therefore nobody has any incentive to actually run it. So we unfortunately won't be running RFC, and I did get a carry through with one of those groups just so I could do the actual quests, and so that's where we are. I actually just got out of RFC with the quest items, and before I decided I should probably record turning the quests in, I already turned in the first one. So if you remember, Niru offered me a quest to kill a demon named Taragaman the Hungerer and collect his heart for Thrall. That was one of his phony quests to make Thrall think that he was a good guy, even though he isn't. So I turned that one in. We didn't get a reward for that one except some experience, so nothing too much missed there, and I haven't turned any of the other ones in yet. So let's return to Thrall because he wanted us to kill Bazalan and Jurgash the Invoker, and we did that. So let's go see what Thrall has to say. I'm kind of bummed. I wanted to have a chance to heal a dungeon already. I think the reason that running RFC is so hard is because it's right here in Orgrimmar, and there's already level 60s here, and you don't really have to waste any time getting there. So 60s have no problem running their lower level characters through. I don't think we'll have as much problem on future dungeons, like Wailing Caverns. I seem to always see people looking for groups in the Barrens, so that'll be the next one. I'm looking forward to that now. I don't think that'll be an issue. So sorry if that's a letdown for anyone. It is for me, even.
Kolkar, friend. What is it you wish?
I'm glad you've returned. Some of those loyal to me brought word immediately that the caverns below Orgrimmar were in disarray now that their leaders have been slain. I even heard reports that Niru was more than agitated. It seems we've put a dent in his armor. I can't say I'm displeased, even with such a minor victory. I think our next step should be to have you placed close to Niru. If he is as agitated as reports suggest, then we may accomplish two things. One, you may be able to gain some greater knowledge about the council, or at least the Burning Blade, and two, he may just begin to trust you enough that he asks you to start to aid him. He may very well look at you as someone who can fill the void now that some of the leadership is in turmoil. Return to the cleft and speak to him again, but do not be too overt. So once again, we'll be running back to Niru. Unfortunately, there's no further quests in the game, as far as I know, that are given by Niru or Thrall regarding this whole Burning Blade thing. It makes it sound like there could be some follow-up later, but I don't think there is. Oh yeah, I also hit level 17 in there from killing stuff. You'll see I hit level 17, so I put another point in Thundering Strikes, as I have been. And as you can see, I'm already, probably about 80% of the way through, already to level 18, so made some pretty good progress in there. There's a lot of stuff to kill, so it's a lot of quick XP.
Snake.
What is it? Oh, you shaman. My apologies. My anger rivals that of a rabid Kodo bull, but perhaps it is my own fault. In sending travelers into Ragefire Chasm, I should have seen the possibility that some harm would come from it. It seems both Bazalan and Jurgash were taken unaware and slain by some of Thrall's do-gooders. A most inopportune time, but there's nothing that can be done about it now. You are one of my lieutenants. Prepare yourself, shaman. I will call upon you soon. My time spent on the Searing Blade may be all but wasted now, but that does not mean that the Shadow Council's schemes elsewhere must suffer. I will do what I can to minimize the damage here in Ragefire Chasm. In the meantime, I will have my agents in the Barrens and Ashenvale begin work on our newest agenda. Return to me soon. So now we go back to Thrall, and we finally get our reward. These are good ones. Nice weapon, pretty much no matter what class you are. So I can actually use 3 of these 4. I can't use this two-handed axe yet, even though I will actually be able to eventually. So there's a nice dagger with stamina and spirit, a one-handed mace with strength and stamina, and a staff with intellect and spirit, which is the one I will certainly be taking. The Staff of Orgrimmar, hammer, Chris, and axe. I think the axe looks pretty cool, actually. Is that... Oops. Dagger looks pretty standard. Oh wow, that's actually a really cool one-handed mace. And the staff also is pretty cool looking, so... That is the one I'll be taking. Intellect and spirit will be nice to have for healing, so... I'm going to hang on to that one for a little while, anytime I'm healing.
Welcome to Orgrimmar.
Ashenvale. I've not heard of any presence of the Council or the Burning Blade in Ashenvale. My spies will investigate. You've done well. For now, rest and keep yourself occupied with other tasks. I will call upon you again soon. Loktar Ogar. That's some orc phrase that they say often. I don't actually know what the translation is. So yeah, more damage, better stats. Staff of Orgrimmar it is. And we've also got the quests to turn in Thunderbluff and one in Undercity. So I think our hearth is set to Thunderbluff, yes. So the smart way to do it, I think, would be to fly to Undercity first, since we're already right here by the Zeppelin. And then just hearth straight to Thunderbluff so we can turn those 2 in. And what would be really nice is if turning these 3 quests in gave us the XP to hit level 18. So while I'm in Thunderbluff, I can just grab my level 18 talents. So hopefully that will be the case. I need 2,500 approximately, and I did not pay attention to what I just got. What would it say? That can be almost 1,200 for one. Yeah, I think turning 3 in might get us what we need. That'd be very nice. So let's hop our way down and head to the Zeppelin. Let's see, no rewards for that one. Oh, so the quest, one of the 2 quests from Thunderbluff was to go find a particular individual that had gone into Ragefire Chasm and not returned. We unfortunately found him dead. Grim Totem? I guess it doesn't say what his name was. He was one of the Grim Totems that Magatha Grim Totem asked us to go find. We found him dead near one of the bosses, sadly. But on him was this satchel of something important. And it doesn't even tell us what's in it. But we took that, and we're gonna take that back to Magatha. So we got that. We killed some trogs that she asked for, or he asked for. I guess it wasn't directly from Magatha. And then we collected the 2 books that Varmathras in Undercity asked us for. Ooh. 4 intellect legs on cloth. I might actually keep those for healing as well. Perfect timing, Zeppelin's already here. Yeah, so what are we wearing now? We have 4 agility leather legs. So these are better than those, but not that much for what we want. And these would be really nice to have for healing, so I think I'm gonna take these cloth ones instead to hang on to. And then, oh, more intellect cloth and stamina leather. Oh, we still have white leather. So those both would be nice. You know what? I think I'm going to take the intellect ones here too, though. Because I think we'll find more useful leather ones probably more often than intellect ones. So I think I'm going to keep those. So we got a lot of nice healing gear from this. Hopefully that'll be of use to us. Hopefully we can heal soon. Wailing Caverns. Like I said, I don't think that one will be a problem to find a group for. Since the Barrens is such a ubiquitous leveling zone for that level range, there seems to always be players looking for groups for it, since everybody's leveling in the Barrens. Even if I do struggle to find a group, I'll certainly spend even longer looking for a group for that one, because I really want to do that one. Wailing Caverns was actually my very first dungeon that I did playing back in vanilla. I think I might have talked about this before, but I didn't really understand what dungeons were, and by the time I was level 15 or so, I still had no idea what I was doing. I was still brand new to the game, so I didn't know what dungeon meant, so I didn't know, you know, how to find a group or anything like that, so I didn't even know RFC was a thing. But then I found out through somebody, I don't know if it was friends or just other players, about Wailing Caverns, so that was actually my very first one. Oh, there's some bats on the roof. That's interesting. It's once again early on a weekend morning. I don't know why it's been so common that I've been playing then, but it's been kind of nice actually. There won't be too many players on for that reason. I was surprised to find a group for RFC. Well, even if it wasn't a normal group, I was surprised to find people up this early playing. There's those bell sounds again. And the Lunar Festival's still going on, which I'm kind of surprised. I thought that would be done by now. The bell sounds reminded me, I was talking about Warcraft 3 before, on how that came from there. I have been playing the remastered version. I've just barely started on my own. I'm only just getting through the first campaign right now, so I am at the very beginning still, but it reminded me of it. And I'm really glad they did that. There's been a lot of controversy around the game. A lot of it is very much deserved, but I'm still having a lot of fun playing it. So hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly. Just playing through on my own, and then I would very much like to play that as a playthrough as well. So hopefully I can get through that. I'm also almost done with the Arthas book that I had mentioned quite a few episodes ago. I've actually been trying to read that and play through the human campaign simultaneously, because a lot of the events in the book are what happened in the game. Just kind of covering them from, you know, an additional perspective. So that's been really cool to kind of do them at the same time. But I'm almost done with the book. I think I'm actually through all of the parts from Warcraft 3, so I think I can just continue on playing now. I think the rest of the book takes place during WoW's Wrath of the Lich King time frame, actually. So I'll probably be wrapping that up within the next few days. It's been really good. I have definitely liked it. I'm glad I finally got around to reading it. It's been on my bookshelf for several years now, unread. And then I actually have one more that I had bought around the same time that I haven't read yet, so maybe I'll get right into that one afterwards.
Don't waste my time.
There are 100 other tasks awaiting my attention, Shaman. Do you have the books? Good, Shaman. You've done well in serving the Dark Lady. Your continued perseverance and ambition will be of great use to the Lady's subjects. Return to me again in the future. Perhaps I will have other tasks for you that will aid the Dark Lady in her attempts at overtaking the Lich King and completely freeing the Scourge. Man, this is all just so relevant to Warcraft 3 and what I've just been doing in the game and reading. So, like I said, I'm going to take these cloth pants. And I've actually got a couple of things here that I guess I'm gonna consider to be my starting healing set. So I already had this leather waist with 3 intellect on it. I got that from some quest item, or some quest, I don't know, in the Barrens I think. I don't remember which one it was. And then I had these spirit gloves. Both of those I happened to actually just get a decent random drop in RFC to use as my normal leather leveling gear, so I do want to hang on to those though. Oh yeah, we're gonna hearth, aren't we? No need to waste time running. And ta-da, we are in Thunderbluff. Oh, that actually gave us quite a bit of XP. Oh, almost 1,500 on its own. Yeah, I'm very confident now that these last 2 quests should definitely give us that last little bit we need. Just 1,000, yeah. Well, isn't that just gonna work out nicely? So Magatha was over this way on, what is it called, Elder Rise? Yeah. Oop, got stuck there. Oh yeah, Raharo, her servant. We're not allowed to talk to her directly. Were you able to find anything? Any clues as to why one of her clansmen had to die needlessly would be helpful. Excellent, thank you. Magatha told me that if you were successful in finding her clansmen, that you be given this. Please take it in thanks. So we will take. There we go, level 18. Cloth bracers. I'm glad to see you took Magatha's task seriously. Thank you. I'm sure the Trogs will have a harder time coming to the surface with their numbers so greatly reduced. Perhaps in the future we can take time to figure out where such creatures came from and what they really want.
Go in peace.
Alright, level 18. Almost done filling out Thundering Strikes. Level 19 will be our last one. And then at 20 and 21, we'll get these 2 Ghost Wolf points, which works out perfectly because we get it at level 20. So now let's go visit our shaman trainer. It's always difficult to choose.
How may I aid you?
Okay, anything new? Stoneclaw rank 2. Yeah, we'll take that.
Walk with me.
It just has more health. 80 to 150.
You wish
That's the
to
one that
speak?
taunts enemies. We did not upgrade Rockbiter, so we have a new Flame Tongue. Yep, we will take that.
Ancestors watch over you. The winds guide you.
New Healing Wave and Tremor Totem. Oh, that's very nice. Healing Wave. Tremor Totem.
May the eternal sun shine on you.
So here's what Tremor Totem does. It shakes the ground, removing fear, charm, and sleep effects from all party members within 30 yards. That is an excellent totem to have. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it down there so I don't forget about it. Well, I can put it over here. I haven't exactly figured out how I want to permanently set up my totems on my hotbars, but it's not too big of a deal yet. We've still got a lot of totems we need. Tremor Totem will serve us extremely nicely in Wailing Caverns. Spoiler, I guess. There are enemies in there that put party members to sleep, so it's extremely nice to have a shaman in the party that can throw down a Tremor Totem. And if a party member gets put to sleep, they get woken up within just like a second or so. Instead of being asleep for, 20 seconds or whatever long amount of time they're supposed to be. Oh, somebody's poor pet raptor died. That's a bummer.
Well met.
Archeops? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm pretty sure that's a Pokemon name. I can't remember if it looks like a raptor. I'm assuming it probably does. Before we fly, let's figure out what the heck we're doing. So we could go continue with the bracers in the Stagnant Oasis. Yeah, why don't we do that? So let's go work on getting the centaur bracers and work on getting the next I don't know, leader or whatever. I was gonna say con. I don't know if they're cons or not. And then also go to the Stagnant Oasis. That's all. They're all in the same place.
By hail.
So we can knock all those out all at once. So we'll finally go do something that I'm actually gonna record. I didn't figure recording me getting carried by a level 60 mage made for good content. It's kind of, you know, against what I'm trying to make. So I didn't want to record that part. I debated not doing it at all if I didn't find a legitimate group for it, but there were several good items and all that I decided to just do it. Hopefully that will be the last one. Oh, I guess I could have thrown these in my bank. That would have probably been smart. Got a lot of linen too. Oh yeah, we're really close to the next level. Man, should have done that. Standing right next to my shaman trainer. Oh well, no big deal. Alright, back in the crossroads. Back to questing. So the Stagnant Oasis, I believe he tells us, is southeast. Oops, wrong button. So that one is down this way. The other one we've been to is up here to the northwest. This one's southeast. The second of 3. Throw our buffs back on since we're finally going to be fighting again. Sometimes you can actually get pretty lucky that Varog will be spawned and you won't even have to kill a bunch of centaur, but that's usually not the case. I'm also not 100% sure if it's random or if there's like some set number that need to be killed every time in between his spawns. It's kind of tough to gauge. So before we start killing, we'll just pop over and see if he's in his tent. He's actually right up here in this tent. Doesn't look like he's here. Okay. So, let us kill some. Oh, wow. And go figure, he got summoned on the very first kill. That's Kind of ridiculous. Not only the first kill, but literally right on top of us. Wow. What do you know? Alright, so that was easy. Plan on that taking a while. I've definitely done this quest on other characters where it has taken me, honestly, probably like a half hour. Maybe closer to 20 minutes, but quite a long time. Trying to get into spawn, killing lots of these things. So I guess now we can just kill a bunch. Collect our bracers. Oh, you're gonna run away. Okay. Never mind then. Getting pretty lucky with the drop so far. That's pretty nice. It could also be a thing where the drop rate is higher on higher leveled mobs. So like the ones in the Forgotten Pools are lower leveled, so the drop rate is lower. I know that's possible. I'm not sure if it's actually the case for these guys or not. I do really like the ambience in these jungle type areas too. Oops, wrong button. I meant to earth shock that. You can hear like monkeys and I mean there's all sorts of birds obviously, but monkeys and other sounds. Unfortunately, you can't see them. So Tonga has asked me to test the dry seeds on this crater here, crevice. And look at that, all these plants grew. Fissure plant. You can actually collect them, which I didn't know for a long time. And they're food. You don't need them for the quest though. So the oases and those fissures definitely provide life somehow. Which is what Tonga is interested in. Hey. Stop running. Oh, I can skin these. Didn't realize that. I wonder if the other one is still here. Didn't I kill one? Oh, he was way over there. Yeah, not worth it. It is a little weird though, considering it was kind of like a pet. it wasn't just a wild one. But I don't really feel bad. They're bad guys, right? Can't feel bad killing bad guys. Wow, Searing Totem didn't even do anything. And oh. I'm debating if I want to hang out here and just finish the whole quest off now, or wait until going to the final guy. I think I kind of just want to knock it out now. For the next one, we don't actually have to kill a bunch of guys to get him to spawn. He just spawns on his own. So, I guess there's really not any benefit in waiting. In fact, it might just be a little bit harder, considering the mobs are higher level. So I think we'll just make our way around the whole Oasis here and just slaughter all these centaur camps. Oops. I got caught up there. Yeah, as you can see, each rank of healing wave that I've gotten has been a longer cast. So the first one was only 1.5 seconds, and then went to 2, 2.5, and 3. So my casts are getting pretty long at this point. I don't think they go up from here though. I think 3 is as long as it gets, which is good. It'd be absurd if you had a heal that was like over 5 seconds casting. You'd have to anticipate like way in advance. powerful heal. Gets me all the way full from having like 20% health left. That's pretty nice. Stone Skin Totem is very nice. I'm glad I switched over to using that. Shot there. So this drop rate hasn't been the worst thing. It's going okay. Over halfway done. Uh-oh. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's okay. We'll actually be returning to kill these snapjaws anyways. I think it's a quest right after the dried seeds one that we just did. He's gonna ask us to kill some of these poor turtles and collect their shells, I think. Something about their development has been different due to being near the fissure in the Oasis here. But hey, it's for science, right? Oh wow, somebody way over here summoned him. Yeah, so you don't have to be near him at all. It's actually good to know for future characters. I think the quest text says to be near his tent. But I guess that's just kind of a tip and not a requirement. I guess if you were looking for him, you didn't want to be way the heck over here and then have to run all the way over there and have another player kill him before you get there or something. I'd feel bad. Didn't click on him. Now, thankfully, my totem will not shoot this Kodo because he's yellow. Or else that'd be a bad time. I mean, he's only level 15. I could easily kill him, but... no need to hurt the poor lost Kodo. Didn't even want to be here. Let's keep circling. We've only got 9. I shouldn't have mentioned how the drop rate was going well at the start, because it certainly isn't now. Jinxed it. Oof, got my totem. Oh my god, come on. Seems to always be right at the end of killing a mob when you get miss, parry, miss, dodge. When they've only got like a sliver of health and it still takes you 10 more seconds to kill them just because everything keeps missing. Resist. Oof. Oh, what? Why did she shoot my totem? She shot my totem that wasn't even shooting her. Oops. I need to actually aggro the other guy. That was on accident. Someone else is here. Oh, that's Verog. See? Somebody got him. You're welcome, whoever that was. Oh, who's this? Rock Lance Elite. Level 17 with 2 bodyguards. Yikes. He must just be a rare elite. A rare spawn. Not messing with that by myself, that's for sure. So the tents have these chests here called Kolkar's Booty, and it says requires Kolkar Booty Key. I don't have one. But I think you can actually just randomly find them on these guys that you're killing. And it's just like a, you know, any old chest you can find with greens or whatever in it. Oh boy. I don't know why I didn't put my searing totem down. But then I was stubborn about it. Well, that didn't make any sense. He's running away. Oh my god, they gave me tetanus. It's actually kind of funny. I guess tetanus shots don't exist in this world. Oh, okay. Didn't know that was back there. Inventory is full. What? Did not realize that. I'm trying to skin here. No. Yeah, clam meat. We don't need that. Mail. Bummer. Wow, didn't realize I was full. Okay, good to know. So this quest has gotten stubborn all of a sudden. I guess not all of a sudden, it was a while ago. He's got friends coming. Alright, come on over. Wandering Kolkar are seriously pretty big issue. There's so many of them and they run so fast, and they have an ad with them. But hey, can't complain. It's one of the things that's nice about Classic. Is that you actually have to think about what you're doing. Not just a mindless. He's got two of them. Oh, wow. Pack runner. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I don't want to lose. So this is a disease, and I can only cure poisons. I feel like I get to cure diseases later as a shaman. I might be wrong about that, but for some reason, that's what I'm thinking. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that scroll. And I'll use it. So it increases my armor for 30 minutes, which is nice. I think all those scrolls last 30 minutes. There's ones for not just armor, but agility, intellect, like all the main stats. They're pretty nice when you get one. So we just need one more all of a sudden. That's pretty nice. Oh, there's a chest there. I may have missed that the first time. I don't recall seeing it. Sure, I'll have to clear something on my bags for this too. Well, I don't care about the bread, but I feel bad leaving. I guess rabbit's foot's not worth anything. So I think I'd mentioned before, if you leave stuff in the chest that you don't want, and the next person that comes here will see that, it'll still be there, but then they'll open it and it'll just have a piece of bread in it. And that's kind of lame. So you want to, even if you don't need everything in it, just take it all, so that, you know, over time it'll respawn, and then hopefully the next player that comes by, it'll have something useful for him. Playing this game. You know, I probably should hang on to those mana potions as well. I think I will. Oh my gosh, look at all the linen cloth I have. I did not realize I have almost 4 stacks of it. Yeah, I guess I just don't need the ruined leather. Oh, alright. You'll come to me. That's kind of nice, actually. You never know which one it's going to attack, and then they just turn and kill it first shot if you haven't hit them yet. So the game's holding out on me on this last one. Throwing out things that don't sell for much for things that sell for definitely more. Wow, Searing Totem was sleeping. Well, here comes Rocklance again. Let's not get mixed up in that. There we go. 15, finally. So I think that is the first example that we've had so far of the kind of quest that can kind of wear down on you. I think I was at that for probably, what, 30 minutes? They can be much worse though, so I shouldn't be complaining. Starting to be a few more players out here. The times we live in are as fickle as the shifting winds. It is important to remember what is true and lasting in this world, and to preserve that. Everything else is a waste. Your findings are amazing. The seeds I gave you were dried and dead. Whatever rests under these oases can create life from nothing. We must study this more. Your findings are incredible. These oases hold properties that must come from an outside source, or perhaps an inside one. I want to know how these fissures are affecting the beasts who drink from the oasis' water. Hunt Oasis snapjaws at the lush water and stagnant oases. Bring me their shells so I may examine them. Let's vendor everything we don't need, which is almost our entire bag.
May the eternal sun shine.
Oh, I haven't had find herbs turned on. I probably was missing a lot of them that whole time, wasn't I? That's okay. these two quests get turned into this orc over here in this bunker.
Kolkar.
How goes your hunting? Nicely done. I'm sure you've struck fear into the surviving centaurs. If they have sense, they'll now calm themselves and stop their advances. But I don't think they will, and that's unfortunate. Unfortunate for them. So I think I decided I was going to take this axe, right? Even though I can't use it yet. Because it's better than the dagger I had. Not by much. Did you find Verog? Very good. You must have really stirred up those centaur. Our guards spotted activity down near the Stagnant Oasis, which was probably you. You should be proud of your deed. There is much bravery in you. Hezrul Bloodmark is the leader of the Kolkar centaurs in the Barrens. He's fierce, brutal, and cunning. Defeating him would disrupt and fracture the Kolkars, greatly reducing their threat to us. So kill him. As with Barak and Verog, bring me Hezrul's head. He leads his people from the Lushwater Oasis to the south. So this is actually the first ring reward we'll get.
Go forth to victory.
We're not quite going to be doing it now, but when we do, that'll be nice to have. I think I'm going to wrap this episode up right here. And I think the next thing we'll do is I might actually head to Orgrimmar off screen.
You are too kind.
Wanted to thank that druid for giving me buffs. I think I might go learn the axe skill and do my little first aid to get it up past Linen off screen. And then I think we'll come back to the Barrens. So yeah, I'll probably be in Crossroads. We'll probably start with, I don't know, one of those two next time. So I'll be back in Crossroads. I'll do a couple things off screen. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up here. So once again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.